Hello my loves and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm coming to you guys with a long awaited haul video. These are items that I've purchased from like late July into August. So some of these products you have seen on my channel already if you do watch. I have reviewed a few of these products. So just giving you guys a fair warning, this is probably going to be a lengthy video. So go ahead, take a bathroom break, grab a snack, you know, snuggle up with your boo and watch this video. Hopefully you stay with me the whole time. Anyway, I'm just gonna go ahead and get started with my haul. So the first things I got were the Milani Amore Lip Cream liquid lipsticks, and I picked these up at Walgreens for $6.99 I want to say, or $5.99, and I got the whole set of 8, and I already reviewed them on my channel, so I will leave the link down below if you're interested to take a look at the swatches and the review overall on these lippies. So my favorites have been the Amore Lip Cream in Adore and Beloved. I've just been wearing these two back to back. I have recently transitioned to another position at my job, and I've just been keeping it low-key per se. I know, gray hair, low-key, not me. Anyway, I've just been keeping it very neutral and stuff like that. So I've worn like a red lip here or there just to spice things up a little bit, but for the most part I have been rocking these two right here. So I absolutely love these two. This is again Beloved and Adore, and they're my favorites. So the other thing I picked up was also from Milani, and I finally got my hands on Luminoso, and I have it on my cheeks today, and this is a really beautiful peachy orange blush with some shimmer. It just gives you a nice little glow, as you can see there. This is just a very light peachy color. It's absolutely beautiful. I've been dying to get my hands on this. It does leave a nice little glow on the cheek if you use it by itself, but me, I have to have my highlights. So I applied it today using my Real Techniques dual fiber face brush, as you can see there, and I just used this brush because it gives me a very light airbrushy application. Airbrushy, that's not a word, but it does give me like a very light airbrush application. So at Walgreens, I also picked up the Nivea Men's Aftershave Balm, and this one is the sensitive skin version. Now, I picked this up because I saw Nikki tutorials here on YouTube. If you haven't heard about her, I don't know where you've been. She's absolutely fabulous. I do love her. I do admit I've been watching her a lot more lately than I used to, but I noticed that she uses this as a primer on the skin. I've been looking for new primers, and I have splurged on the Makeup Forever version, and I have my all-time favorite Too Faced Hangover RX primer, which I love, but this is amazing. This is the bottle it comes in. It's actually a glass bottle. I do not know how she gets it over in, I want to say she's from New Zealand. I don't know if it's a glass bottle over there, but it's a glass bottle over here. So I picked this up on sale. I think regular price like $7.99, and I picked this up for like 25% off. So I think it was like 5 something. I was excited to pick this up. This is a 3-ounce bottle, which I think is a good amount of product. So what I did was I actually put it in one of my sterile pumps, and this is a pump that I picked up to put like any foundations or any moisturizers that I wanted to put into these bottles. And I picked these up, I think, on Amazon, or I don't remember where I picked this up at, but you can find them on eBay and on Amazon. This is an airless pump, and of course I put the label on it. So if you guys see any tutorials and I'm using this, just know that it comes in a big glass bottle like this. So yeah, I had to transfer it over to this bottle right here because it's very unsanitary for me. It comes with you just pour it out, and sometimes you can pour out too much. It has a very nice manly scent, which I absolutely love. And the ingredients on this are glycerin and amongst other things. But glycerin is the #1 ingredient. And I see why she uses it, because it makes the skin tacky and it gets the makeup to stick to it. But anyway, so I went to CVS and I picked up a few things. The first thing I picked up was this bad boy right here. And it is a facial cleansing brush, and of course I would love the Clarisonic brushes. There was one exclusively for Sephora that had lips on it, but I'm not spending $150 on it. I'm sorry, I just can't do it. But anyway, I picked this bad boy up, and it says it's $19.99, and I actually picked it up during their 30% off sale. So I think it would have been 11 bucks with the 30% off or something like that, but I ended up getting it for like $8-9. So I was like super excited. So I picked this bad boy up, and it comes like this. So here's the little brush the little brush handle. So this is the machinery itself, and it comes with 2 of these little brush heads, and I actually have been using it nonstop lately. If you guys want a review on this, I'll be more than glad to give you a review on this little bad boy. It is 2 AA batteries. It's powered up by batteries, and it has 2 speed settings. And I've actually been using it religiously for the last week because I noticed that with the body changes and the stressors and all that stuff, I have been experiencing some skin issues. Like I've had a lot of like, I don't like whiteheads or something like in this area, and around my nose I can feel all the blackheads. I could feel them. It was the strangest thing. So I started using this knowing I had it. I should have been using it, but I started using this religiously for the last week. Within that same day, my skin was so much smoother. I can moisturize without feeling like the little bumps and all that stuff. It just cleans my skin beautifully, and for the price, I don't think it's a bad deal, especially when you're trying to figure out if this is something for you. And I do like this in my skincare routine, and I'm grateful for it. So I want to say it was about 3 weeks ago when they had the 30% off sale, and they had a whole bunch of clearances on products that I've used all the time. And one of those products was this bad boy right here, and this is the L'Oreal Youth Code Texture Perfector. And I'll open it up for you guys to show it to you. And this is like a pricey item. This is like $22, between $20 and $22 for this bad boy right here. And I absolutely love this. I can even use this as a primer, but I tend to use this after my skincare routine. I'll moisturize and then I'll add the serum, or I'll add this and then my moisturizer. So I kind of like I'll alternate between doing this first and then my moisturizer, and then doing my moisturizer and then this first. Or sometimes if I forget my moisturizer, I at least grab this. So I ended up picking these up for, no lie, $6.24 or something like that. So I picked up 2 of these bad boys for less than the price of 1. So there was like 3 left, but I didn't want to take them all out and clean out their stock. So I went to Target and I picked up a couple of things that I needed. I actually wanted to replenish on a few brushes, so I ended up picking up 3 of the e.l.f. brushes that I normally use. So this is the eyeliner, the angled eyeliner brush, and I picked 2 of these up, one for my kit and one for just keeping as an extra, whether I need it for my kit or for personal use. So I always like to have an extra, and they're $3. And I also picked up a spoolie. I noticed that I use the spoolie on my Anastasia Brow Wiz all the time, but I wanted to have one just to have, and I have one in my kit, but I don't have one for personal use. So yeah, I was kind of shocked, like, oh, okay, you need a spoolie, $1. And I also came across this bad boy right here, and it is the Maybelline Volume Express Chaotic Lashes, the Colossal Chaotic Lashes. Wow, I can't speak. Anyway, I picked this bad boy up, and I actually used it for the first time today. As you can see, I'm not wearing falsies. I don't normally wear them. I was going to wear falsies today, but I didn't. So this bad boy right here reminds me a lot of my Jordana Best Lash Extreme before they changed the formulation of it, if they changed the formulation on it. So this, you do not need that many coats. If you guys have seen the commercial for this Colossal Chaotic Lash, it is the grossest, ugliest commercial I have ever seen, and I'm not really trying to be negative, but I don't want to look like I took, I don't know, grease and paint and put it on my lashes to clump them up. It's just gross. It looks gross. It is not an attractive commercial by any means. If anything, I think they made that commercial as a joke. Me personally, that's how I feel. So I said, you know what? More likely I would like the formulation of this, because I normally like my lashes to be thick and clumpy in a sense, but right to that brink. And as you can see, I don't know if you can see, but my lashes are a little thick, and because they're so thin, that's what I go for. I literally only needed, I didn't even need to redip the wand for both eyes and for my lower lashes. This is the wand right here. It kind of curves a smidge at the end here. There's a lot of product that comes out of this brush. Ladies, I cannot stress enough, use what you have on your brush before you redip the wand. It prevents more bacteria from going in there, and you get the most use out of what's in the wand already. So you kind of just I don't know, use up the product, and you will see as you rotate the brush that you will use up all this product. I like redip the wand only once to see if I can take it there, and I did. I surpassed it. I did not need to redip the wand to do both eyes, top and bottom lashes. Like, that's how great I actually like this mascara. I will say, I don't like the commercial. I don't know what the hell they were thinking. That's not cute, but had they toned it down a notch, it would have looked good. And I feel like it looks like I have falsies on, like I put in a couple individuals and called it a day. But anyway, I'm rambling on and on and on about this, but I actually do like this. And Maybelline and L'Oreal mascaras can never really steer me too wrong. There's some I don't like, but this one, I like it very much. So I picked up a few things from my kit and I replenished on some lashes. And I like to look for the wispy style lashes for my kit because I feel like they're the most popular. They give you the most beautiful flirty, luscious look without it being like too dramatic, but they do lengthen a lot. So what I do is I go on eBay and stuff like that and look for more of the inexpensive versions, because the ones that they sell at the store, the Ardell Wispies, are a little too pricey even for my liking, and it adds up when you buy them in bulk, like 14, 15 pairs, you know, like that. So I always like to keep a pair for myself to try out, because even though I may not use a product that much, that doesn't mean that I shouldn't be knowledgeable about it. So I always keep a pair like these right here, and I just, you know, try them out for a while, see how long they last me, see how comfortable they are and stuff like that. So that way when I put them on my clients, I can kind of express to them. Most of my clients don't normally wear stuff like this. So, you know, I like to explain to them, you know, they might feel like this or they might feel like that. So I like to be knowledgeable on the product just because I don't use it, blah, blah, blah. But anyway, I picked up some of these Amore Us eyelashes, and these are wispies. And these are really, really long and pretty and flirty. But I like that they have the individual lashes that are long to add length, but in a natural sense, so they don't look so uniform. I picked these up for like, I think $1.33 each. So compared to $5 or $3.99 for a pair of wispies, can't go wrong. So I picked that up for my kit. I talked for like 5 minutes about that. Okay, so Beautylish likes to send me some products because I've purchased enough from them, and I feel very, very important when they send me emails, like exclusive emails. I'm sure I'm not the only one. They send out exclusive emails when like a new product is launching, or when they have a cult favorite that they want to share and they get samples of. So I love that they send me like emails. I can confirm if I want something, pick out a color. So they went ahead, they actually sent me 2, so I'm obviously gonna give one away, maybe both. So they gave me 2 of the IT Cosmetics CC cream, and this is absolutely magnificent. I have the larger size right here, and this is the little baby one. Let me show you guys how cute this is. This is perfect for travel. Like, I actually have one in my travel kit, and this will last a while. This is 4 milliliters, 0.135 ounce. Of course, this is 1 ounce, a little bit over an ounce, but I mean, of course I have the full one. I love it very much. I even have the compact, I have the powder, I have an extra one of these, and now I have 2 of these. So I picked up this pretty ring. I'm not trying to flip you guys off here. I will take off the ring. I picked this pretty little rose gold sterling silver ring up to use as a midi ring. Absolutely love it. I'm like in love. I have it in my middle finger where she belongs, and it's a cute little infinity symbol, and I have a little bow right there because it's the present. I just love my mid rings. I don't know, I've been obsessed lately. So I picked that up at Old Navy. Again, sorry, I'm not trying to flip you guys off. They were buy one get one half off, so I picked up the kiddo ring, and I picked her up some clothes. So we're not gonna haul that because that's her stuff and it's private. So yeah, that's it for that. Okay, so I recently won something on Instagram, and I was like shocked. I had a really weird day at work that day. I wasn't thinking anything of it. I did not look at my phone at all for over 8 hours. So as I'm driving home, I pull over to get something to eat, and I spot that I've been tagged on Instagram by none other than Velour Lashes. So I won a pair of Velour Lashes. It's my first pair. I got to pick which style I wanted, and I'm like super, super excited. And I actually ended up picking out the curly lash because I just love the style. I was like, I didn't know what style to pick, so I went for the ones that caught my eye the most, and these are the curly lashes right here. how beautiful. Now these are mink lashes and they're about retail like $30, $32, and I love the packaging. It's a magnet closure. I'm gonna cherish these lashes like none other. Like, I'm like super excited. I mean, it's not like I've won too much in my life, but it was just, I wasn't expecting it. I was just participating in their little questionnaire they were doing that day. So thank you so much, Velour. Not that they'll see this, but I'm like super excited. I got my first pair of Velour lashes and I should have thrown them on today, but no. So I went to none other than Sephora, Satan's Place, which I love very much. So I picked up a few goodies, and by a few goodies, like, I mean, I wanted this bag full of stuff. I think I'm not the only one, but anyway, the first thing I picked up was the sample size of, or the travel size of, the Benefits Roller Lash Mascara. And sorry, I keep looking over there. I'm trying to make sure I'm focused. So it's the hook and roll technique. So the packaging is really cute. I've actually been waiting for a while for them to come out with their sample size, because I had the Benefit Their Real Mascara and I had 2 samples of that. I bought one and I think I got one as a gift. And to be honest, I did not like that. You guys that like that Benefit Their Real Mascara, more power to you, boo. I didn't like the wand. I didn't like the formulation. It did nothing for my lashes. If I wanted a natural look, that's what I would go for. I picked this bad boy up and I tried it yesterday. And I will say I actually do like it. It's such pretty packaging. So it has the curved one. If you haven't seen it with other YouTubers using it, it actually gives me a really beautiful lash effect. Very similar to the Lash Sensational. I'm gonna bring this bad boy up. It's very similar. The wand is similar. I would probably buy a new one of this and do a comparison video on it to see if it's worth the splurge or not. This one is not bad though. I was actually pretty impressed with the way it applied, because remembering my Benefit experience from the Real Mascara, I just wasn't too impressed. So this one is not bad at all, but I think I like the Colossal Lash better. So yeah, go figure. But yeah, I think this was $12, which I think is still pricey. It is still pricey because I could buy 2 of these mascaras for that price. So yeah, anyway, yeah, but it's better than paying the $22 to try it out. You just pay $12. Anyway, so I picked up 3 more of the Kat Von D Everlasting Liquid Lipsticks. The first one I will show you is the one that I have on my lips today. I've had it throughout the whole video, duh. So in case you guys are curious, it is Aisha, which she is just, isn't she beautiful? I actually love this. I was gonna go for Rakem, I think, is the pale purple one, and like this is literally one swipe over the other. Like, this is literally just I thought it wasn't gonna look good on me, but I wanted an out there color, something that is like cool toned. I can't even. She's beautiful. I don't care what anyone thinks. I actually love it on myself. I think even with the gray hair, the gray wig, it's looking just as good as it would with my red hair. So yeah, absolutely loving it. I love that I got to pick it up. I was just excited that it was there. The color I wanted was not there, of course, which should be no surprise to anyone that knows about these lipsticks, which is Bow and Arrow. I should have picked them up when they came out, but mama didn't have no money, honey, so she don't got no money now, but she splurged. But anyway, the next color I picked up was Double Dare, which is just a beautiful color that I would wear anyway. It's a neutral pinky nude, but it's more pink. It's absolutely gorgeous. It is a color that I would wear all the time. It does remind me a little bit of Beloved. Actually, I should swatch them, but it's more pink tone. This is more like a neutral, I don't know, brownie pink, and this is more of a really pretty warmer-ish pink. I don't know. It doesn't matter. I don't care how many they look alike or whatever, but you can never have enough liquid lipsticks. So this one is called Double Dare. The next one I picked up, and the last thing I picked up from Sephora, I was gonna get Mother, but I put it away because I was trying to I don't know what I was trying to do. I don't know. I guess I was trying to save myself from being too broke this week. But anyway, I picked up Echo, which is, it was a color I needed to get. It is a color I needed to get. I cannot not get this color. I'm so gonna be wearing this in the fall. It looks purple when you first like take it out of the tube because you can see like the undertones of it. But it is like this perfect royal blue gorgeousness. I actually had this swatched on my hand for like an hour or something the first time I swatched this about a month ago, and it stained my hand for like 3 days. I was like, oh my gosh. But it does have a lot of like a fuchsia pink purpley undertone to it, so it looks like a perfect royal blue. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the collective haul that I've had for over a month, or about a month span. I hope you guys like this video. I'm sorry if it was a little bit longer than usual. I don't know what you guys like to see, if you guys like prefer haul videos, tutorials, lengthy videos, shorter videos. I don't know, you guys. Let me know down below what you prefer to see, and I will be glad to oblige. So anyway, guys, that's pretty much it. I hope you guys like this video. Please thumbs up, don't forget to subscribe, and as always, I'll see you guys in my next video. Love you guys.